2013 was a dismal year for the auto industry. Despite so many new models and variants launched, sales numbers were low. But that's a year gone by and we're looking forward. Here's what 2014 holds in store. We're going to take a look at all that's new, going from small to big through the segments. Now, if you're in the market for a small car, here are the hatchbacks that are expected. The Datsun Go. The Go will mark the re-entry of Datsun in India. Aggressive design, low cost but well-designed parts make it an interesting project. A front seat styled like a bench by a cushion and backrest between the two seats sets it apart from the rest. Being on the same platform as the Micra affords the Go a lot of space. It will be powered by Nissan's 1.2-litre motor in a slightly detuned state. With an expected starting price of 3 lakh, the Datsun should definitely have a lot of takers. The Tata Nano Twist. This was the car that sparked hours of debates across the country on what would happen to the traffic once it was launched. As the cheapest car in the world, it was expected to sell in truckloads. Sadly, it didn't quite do what it was supposed to, and it didn't remain the cheapest car either. But now, Tata have been working hard to reposition this car and they're giving it a twist. Well, the twist this time around is only a power steering. The Chevrolet Beat facelift. The Chevy Beat was an aggressively styled car with funky interiors. Sadly, that along with good value and being the only diesel in its segment didn't help it at all. 2014 will see it get a long overdue facelift. There's a bit more chrome on the outside and a softer edge to the grille. There are new bumpers, new mirrors and reprofiled head and tail lamps. GM are hoping it will turn more eyeballs in its direction. The Maruti new A-Star. With the discontinuation of the Zen Estilo and the A-Star slated to get the axe, Maruti are looking to replace both these hatches with a new one codenamed YL7. This hatch is built on a new platform and its tall design points towards it being a spacious car. It's expected to be revealed at the Auto Expo and most likely debut with the current 3-cylinder K10 that powers the Alto, WagonR and the A-Star. At a later stage, you can also expect the famous Fiat 1.3 multijet that powers many other Marutis. Honda New Jazz. The Honda Jazz was always a well-engineered and capable car, but a high price point and no diesel motor spelled doom for it in India. However, this time around, the Jazz will have a high level of localization and the Amaze's brilliant 1.5-litre ID tech under its hood. Honda will have to address the noisiness of this engine if they want people to take an interest in the Jazz. You can also expect the old 1.2-litre petrol. The new look and the legendary packaging of Honda that gives you loads of space and a good boot, along with the fact that it will come at a better price, should make the Jazz a hot hatch pick. Tata Indica facelift. This is one that has taken its while coming. The Indica Vista facelift will borrow a lot of styling cues from the MANZA hybrid showcased at last year's Auto Expo, which will include a whole new design for the front. The signature tail lamps will make way for differently designed units as well. The refreshed interiors will sport more equipment too. With the competition hotting up and the Indica Vista losing its value for money tag, the new one promises many upgrades to make it a better proposition. You can expect the same engines under the hood, but the rumor mills say a new 3-cylinder diesel could also make its entry. What Tata really need in this segment though is not a facelift but a whole new car. Hyundai's new i20. With the Grand i10 munching into its space, quite literally, being almost similar in size, the i20 is preparing to grow up. Images point to the new i20 being a bigger car. You can also expect the now famous value engineering from Hyundai to give you all that you want. Good interiors and loads of features. The new i20 will have a mature evolution of its fluidic design, and we expect the engine options to remain the same. Now, if you think that's a mouthful, wait till you see the lineup of saloons to be launched. Hyundai's compact saloon. Hyundai are working on a sub-4-meter saloon based on the Grand i10 platform. Like the Desire does with the Swift and the Amaze with the Brio, this new compact saloon will share a lot with the Grand i10. Things like the high-quality dashboard, front seats, rear aircon vents and the long equipment list are likely to be lifted directly. The 1.2-litre petrol and 1.1-litre diesel are likely to be carried over too. You can expect it to be very similar to the Amaze in its pricing. Ford Fiesta facelift. Pricing made it hard for the Fiesta to succeed. Ford did learn soon enough, and though prices have been reduced, people had already turned away from it to other products. A new Fiesta is set to arrive. With an Aston Martin-like design on its front, it should definitely draw eyeballs. The rear has been spruced up a bit too, but interiors will remain largely unchanged and engine options will be the same too. The Skoda Rapid facelift. The European Rapid is quite different to the one we have here, and although we won't see the entire version come here, what we will get is the nose to replace the current one. The front will be lifted off the European car, and although there will be other nips and tucks to the rest, it won't be too drastic a difference. There will be minor interior changes, but the current powertrains will be maintained. The Fiat Linea facelift. You can expect loads of chrome fronts, sides and back. The number plate has been moved to the boot lid as well to make the rear cleaner. In the inside, we'll get a new dashboard and center console. Fiat will also introduce the bigger 103.5 bhp 1.6-litre version of its popular multi-jet diesel engine. A good product that suffered on Fiat's sales strategy and lack of quality. Let's hope the facelift makes the difference. Tata Manza's facelift. When you say more car per car, you think of the Manza. It's really tough to beat it on space. But its bland looks didn't spur the kind of sales expected. The Manza hybrid concept at the 2012 Auto Expo had a much more cohesive front, with the smaller angular xenon headlamps and a smarter bumper. Reprofiled taillights and black cladding made the car look less bulky. Expect all these changes and an updated interior too when the product version arrives mid-2014. The Nissan Sunny facelift. The biggest changes to the Sunny will be at the front, where the headlamps are much larger and roll over the car's fenders. The grille is much wider and now there are chrome highlights in the bumper too. At the rear, there is now a thick strip of chrome across the boot lid and there could be LED elements in the tail lamps. In fact, it looks quite like a mini Tiana. The insides should get a similar refresh to the one given in the Micra. And that means a glossy black center console and a slightly revised instrument cluster. The new Maruti SX4. An attractive concept shown by Suzuki at the Shanghai Motor Show called Authentics is what we believe will be the basis for the new SX4. A sleek profile, a smart front with a wide 4-slatted chrome grille. Projector headlamps, heavy swage lines on the side and attractive tail lamps are what you will get. The beige-colored interior looks like a more sophisticated version of the Desire. And the car is likely to be powered by the 94 bhp 1.4-litre K14 petrol and 89 bhp 1.3-litre multi-jet diesel engine that powers the Ertiga. The Renault Fluence facelift. Like the refreshed Koleos we covered last week on the show, buoyed by the Duster's success, Renault are giving the Fluence a second shot. A facelift includes a massive nose-mounted emblem, new wheels and bumpers. And though it isn't a revolutionary change, every little thing counts. The Fluence, according to us, is an underrated car, and now that people have confidence in the brand thanks to the Duster, it should do better than before. The Toyota Corolla. The Corolla has been around so long people have almost forgotten it exists. While the current Corolla is staid in design, the new one is smarter. An angular chin, upswept headlamps, and a sculpted bonnet make the front more appealing than before. Thick character lines enhance the profile, but sadly the rear remains a little boring and almost Camry-like. And though it doesn't visually look it, it is 100mm longer, meaning more backseat space. The cabin will not be as you see here in materials, but you can expect similar design. More equipment, higher quality materials and a premium look is what you will get. The engines will remain the same, the 1.4-litre diesel and the 1.8-litre petrol. But Toyota will upgrade them for better drivability and fuel efficiency. The Hyundai Elantra facelift. Compared to the current car, there are minor styling changes on the front and rear bumpers, a redesigned grille and refreshed fog lamps amongst other things. On the inside, it gets a new 3.5-inch OLED screen and a park assist system. Other changes include a raised central aircon vent and a front central armrest with cooled rear seats. It's a car that already has a lot, and the refresh will give it more. The SKODA Superb Facelift. The changes are subtle but speak the new SKODA design language, like the big new butterfly grille, the LED accented headlamps and the wide air dam up front. At the rear, the tail lamps get LEDs and the bumper gets a fog diffuser. The number plate has been moved up to the boot too. The interiors have hardly changed at all, save for the new SKODA 3-spoke steering wheel and a different coloured trim. The Mercedes-Benz CLA class is based on the A-class platform but draws its design cues from the CLS. It's sure to draw your attention with its curvy lines and attractive front. The dashboard mirrors the A-class and has the same impressive quality. The engines will be the same too, a 2.2-litre diesel and a 1.6 turbo petrol, both mated to the 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox. It's not entirely practical on space, but the looks are its biggest draw. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class. If you've seen the top story this week, then you already know it all. Though globally there are many variants, India will see the extended wheelbase version. The accent seems to be on luxury and comfort, but apart from that, the new S-Class is loaded with tech, like the new Magic Body control that uses cameras to see the road ahead and ensure an ultimately flat ride. The 5 possible rear seat options, one of which includes fully reclining armchairs with a hot stone massage function. There's a host of safety and infotainment tech packed into this car too. The car sold in India will stick with V8 petrol. It will be the flagship model. Well, that's already a host of cars, but the list is not over. It's all we have time for this week, but stay tuned to the Autocar show if you know what else is in store for 2014. Next week, we'll be bringing you the SUVs, the MPVs and the eye candy cars.